Greetings everyone, it's October 11th and it is Monday. I did miss a video yesterday. I wasn't feeling too hot, so I slept all day. Sometimes we just gotta recharge so we can get back to crafting. I will try and pop in an extra video. It will be dated October 10th in the title, so keep a lookout for that bonus video coming this week. We are back with the fall/Halloween, and this one is going to be a little bit more on the Halloween side again, but I think it will be so easy to switch it up to fall. I'm using the Hero Arts Starlight Star Bright. It is a gorgeous background stamp, and I'm going to stamp it in black and then emboss it. To change it up, I think if you just use some blues and purples and maybe a little bit of orange in there to make it more of an autumn sky, I think that will be beautiful. I am, like I said, going to do it more Halloween-y. And then on that, you could put some trees that are losing their leaves, or some pumpkins without faces, you know, leaves, some fall themed things right on that background. But I saw that background going through my stuff and I was like, oh, the little bat would be so cute with that. So I've already stamped him, and so we'll fast forward through the coloring on that. He is from Darcie's Heart and Home, and I'll post a link if I can find this for sale. I did get mine at Joann's with the coupon, so we'll post links if I can find them still available. And don't be sad if it's not available. You can make just a blended background, you know, using some fun colors, and then maybe some stickers or a stencil for your stars. Pardon me while I do a little bit of cleaning here. There's something on it. Okay, so I want mine as black as I can get it, and I do want the moon, so let me flip this around. So my moon will be up at the top, and yeah, that's about right. So I don't ink up the whole thing, I'm just gonna kind of go like that, okay, and then ink on down. Okay, so we've placed our paper. Now we want to make sure that it gets super good contact. We're gonna take our little pressure tool. Doesn't matter what you have, you can even use your fingers, but I'm gonna try and get the best impression possible. Let's cross our fingers that it look good. Cover that up. Wipe my fingers. I'm actually gonna grab some tweezers, and there it is. Now, if we put this in our stamp positioning tool, we could easily do this up again and again and again, but I'm okay with this. This to me is going to be beautiful. But we do have a lot of ink left on our stamp. So we're going to fast forward, but I'm going to do some cleaning. After spraying some water and doing a second and third pull, I know you guys can't see it very well, but it is a nice shade of like a grayish color. So it is no longer stark white, and you can see where that moon is. It's very interesting. It's going to be a good base layer to add more color to. This one, I think it's just going to be lovely just to add some more stenciling to. We'll see these little stars through there, and maybe some bats or something. I like that one. But here's the one we're gonna work with, and I'm really liking this. But I do want to add some embossing powder. Now this is some old embossing powder. You can use whatever you have. You can use a white embossing, or sorry, a clear transparent embossing powder, and throw a little bit of mica or some super fine glitter in on it. This already has a weird shimmery mica in it. And I've got an old Versamark. Okay, I've got one that I use for stamping, and then I've got this one for like my mixed media. And I'm just gonna load it up. Just direct pad to paper. We're just gonna get that all loaded up. And I don't care if it misses some spots, but I do want it as close to perfect as I can get it. Okay. And I'm going to drop some embossing powder on this, and I'll be back with you after it's all dried up. All right, so I did overcook it right there and right there, but it actually looks all right. It was hard to tell if it was embossing, but like this area right here is a little dull, so I don't think it actually embossed, but I think it's going to be okay. But yeah, whew. Once it changes colors, you're pretty much done. But like right there, it might be done. I don't know. It's a little hard to tell with those little flecks, but that sheer iridescent glow is just wonderful. And our paper is a little warped. Well, that's easy enough to fix. Okay, what I'm gonna do, because I need to do some coloring, I'm just gonna give a nice little mist right over the back of this, and then I'm going to weight it down. I've just got my stack of Cuttlebug plates, and there we have it. I'll set this aside, and by the time I need it again, it will be already nice and flat. So let's pull out our little cute little guy, and this one is from the Ghostly Greeting set. You do get this one and a ghost and a bunch of cute little sayings. And I think we're gonna do some alcohol inks so it pops off the page. I'm going to pick some black, some purple, some green, some oranges, and I shall return. Got my colors, so we're going to get ahead and go in. And I'm just going to zoom through this for you guys, and we'll see you on the other side. So that is all nice and cute and ready to go, and I'm gonna grab my panel from underneath its stack of weight, and look how flat that is. Oh my goodness, look at how adorable that is. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I am gonna, well, that's a fib. That is not all I'm gonna do. We're gonna trim it down and stick it to our card base, and that is it. So simple, nothing scary. The coloring, in order to make my back glow, all I did was pick where I wanted the highlights, and I used the purple as a highlight, and then just tried not to go too much with the black over it. Isn't that adorable? And then the pumpkin, I just used 2 shades of orange. It might be hard to see on there, but there's 2 shades of orange in there. And then on the hat band, but not on the hat itself, just the hat band, I used the dark and a light green. And then went over with my jelly roll pen just to add some highlights. Now you can go in with a glitter pen. I mean, the options are endless. You can highlight any way you like. I'm going to take off a 1/4 inch on both the short and long side. Not too much though. Actually, I'm going to take it off because we have that little mist area. I'm going to take a little bit off the top. There we go. And now I can make this 5 1/4, just like so. And look at, we cut off all of the bad area that we didn't get stamped. And then we can decide if we want it on black. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Or white. And this white trimming will be wonderful with our white trimming on the ghost. Sorry, the bat. Beautiful, beautiful. And how easy was that? Woohoo! Little bit of glue, not too thick, because this glue is fabulous and it will hold steady for you, even with just a little bit. And I did use a watercolor paper because I wasn't sure how I would like the thinner paper with all this embossing. And just know if you use watercolor or thicker paper, your embossing is going to take a little bit longer and you might accidentally burn it in a couple spots. But for this application, they'll never know it's a burn spot. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And if you subscribe, go ahead and turn on that bell because I do live videos. I have pre-recorded just like this. And I am trying to do better about getting more and more content out there for you. And yeah. And if you're want to see more and see what other subscribers are doing, we do have a Facebook group, Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends, and that is linked down below in the description in my link tree. Anything I'm associated with is linked in there. Super fun group, lovely subbies. I recommend you check out a live where we can ask questions directly, and that format is really great. And we're going to peel the backings off of this and we'll be all set. I'm not one for putting a bunch of sentiments on the fronts of my cards. I like to put them on the inside of the cards. But if you were doing this and you needed a sentiment, by all means, drop your sentiment on there. I'm actually going to have this hang over just a tad. Not over the card, just over this little white area. Oh my goodness. Isn't it amazing what a little dimensional popping will do for your cards? How delightful is that? And again, to make it fall, you change the colors, or maybe you do this exactly the same, but you do a beautiful tree or just a series of pumpkins that don't have faces with some leaves. Possibilities, my friends, lots and lots of possibilities. I hope you enjoyed this card. Can't speak today. Hope you enjoyed the card, and I hope to see you again right here on my channel. Have a wonderful crafty day. Bye-bye.